Hi everyone, this is DizExplorer03 here with another tips and tricks video on how you can become a future toy box artist. Alright, so tip number one of the day is save your work like constantly. Like while building toy boxes, like it can be fun, lots of hard work. Like sometimes you don't know when your game or console is gonna be acting up. So you would have to like start the progress all over again, whether like your game freezes or there's like technical difficulties and like glitches and stuff like that. So always save your work constantly. Like for me, I always do it like every like 10 to 15 minutes. Like it sounds a lot, but it's definitely worth it, especially for like those really long toy boxes. Like for example, like the Epic Mickey toy box, the one I worked on. That one was a lot of work to put in, especially in, like trying to like summarize the plot of one of my favorite video games of all time, and it kept on like acting up a bit. So, but it's definitely worth like saving it like every 10 to 15 minutes and like making sure like your like the file's not corrupted or anything. Always like test through it and stuff like that. Which brings on over to our second tip of the day, and that's always test your toy boxes before submitting to Disney Infinity, because like that's a big one, especially like if you have like really long or like really complicated toy boxes with lots of creativity toys and logic. Like you definitely need like a lot of testing so for your toy boxes, because you don't know if like a certain creativity toy or enemy or a friend will be acting up, and like that will affect how your toy box does when it gets released without testing it. So yeah, it could be a problem. So always have people test it, whether it be your friends or family, or sometimes I would do it myself, like sometimes, but like I don't try to do that now because like sometimes like mistakes would like literally like slip through over my head. Like for example, the Haunted Mansion, the case of the Hatbox Ghost Toy Box, which is the entry that F Dental IX and I made for the Halloween challenge, and though people love the gameplay and the story, one part that like definitely flew over my head that I forgot to fix was not putting in logic gates. Because like when people enter in the trigger area, like the music, like sometimes like the music would restart, or like especially like the text would keep on repeating. That's like a number one problem that I would like sometimes had, like repeating text, because it can be a problem, and it can be really annoying, because what if a person accidentally stumbles in the trigger area again, and like they have to read that whole entire font and the whole entire scene, all dialogue all over again. It could be a problem. It can be very tedious. So yeah, it's definitely always test your toy boxes, and always make sure that they're in really good shape before submitting it. And a quick shout out to F Daniel IX. Thank you so much again for the team up for the Hatbox Ghost Toy Box. It was a lot of fun, and it was really cool seeing it all together, especially with the four possible endings. Okay, final tip of the day. One final tip. I would say definitely be inspired. Like your inspiration for toy boxes can be anywhere, whether they be from poetry, books, movies, television shows. Uh, you can get much like inspiration from like pretty much anywhere. Like I keep like all my ideas in sketchbooks. I would get inspired by films or like stories and stuff like that. Like when I take walks and like once an idea comes to my head, I would like write and draw some like storybooks, storyboard sketches, and like pictures, and like notes on like how this would be pulled off, and like how am I gonna like do this scene or in the next and stuff like that. And like for one good example I can bring up is the well, I would say I would say Magic Mayhem 3. That was like it was a really fun toy box to work on, especially since it's the finale to my favorite toy box series, the Magic Mayhem series, back in 2.0. Like the first one was obviously inspired by the original Fantasia segment, the Sorcerer's Apprentice from the original film. with Mickey as the Sorcerer's Apprentice and using Yinsid's magic, creating the walking brooms and accidentally creating chaos, while also putting in like some elements that are like not from the segment that would be really cool, like the Yinsid's treasury and the what else, like the new segments in the dream, where Mickey like has to like conquer this peak in order to become a sorcerer in his dreams. So, but with Magic Mayhem 2, with the inspiration for that for us for Chernobog, Night and Bald Mountain, that was like another really popular segment in Fantasia. Like, and having like the Sorcerer's Apprentice and Night and Bald Mountain clash together, two really popular segments clash together in an epic battle, Light and Dark, which is ultimately paid off. And people seem to really like that one as well. It happens to be Force's favorite for Toy Box back in 2.0, which thank you again, and like really loved your feedback, and I'm really glad that you really enjoyed Magic Mayhem 2. It was a lot of fun to put together. But for Magic Mayhem 3, it was the most difficult to come up with story wise, because it was like I didn't have that much like ideas on like what to go with for the story, because I done Night and Bald Mountain, I did Sorcerer's Apprentice. Like, what else can I do? Like the rest of the segments doesn't, in my opinion, doesn't live up to like the other two segments that I've previously shown in the Magic Mayhem series. So I thought, I'm like, hey, maybe what if I use the sequel, Fantasia 2000, and which iconic villain I could bring into that one? I would say, and definitely hands down, the Firebird from the Firebird suite. That's like a huge, massive, destructive force of nature. It's like tries to ruin Fantasia, and Mickey has to redeem himself, become the sorcerer that he's always meant to be, and defeat evil once and for all. And but I need more of a story instead of just like instead of just Mickey defeating a force of nature. Another inspiration that went into that Magic Mayhem 3 toy box was, surprisingly, my trip to the Toy Box Summit from this year actually inspired me to finish my Magic Mayhem trilogy. Because it's pretty much like, if you think about it, like, I picture Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey as myself for Magic Mayhem 3. He pretty much represents me. And like, he's my all-time favorite Disney Infinity character. I love how he's playful, magical, and also mischievous. And his dream is like he wants to become a sorcerer, like a real sorcerer, not just an apprentice. And what he wants to prove to Yensid, his mentor, that he could be like the best that he could be. He's ready for magic. He's ready to create his own worlds inside Fantasia, create his own music and stuff like that. So yeah, like I pretty much like Mickey in the third one was pretty much inspired, was inspired by me. And in the Hall of Fantasia, that new room that was added into Magic Mayhem 3, which was pretty much like all of the like the statues with the sorcerers of the past that is like shown their mentors and sorcerers that they prove themselves, and that they are current sorcerers of Fantasia, were actually inspired by the other Toy Box master artists that went into the Toy Box Summit of this year. Like, and they're all like named after like I gave them like all sorcerer names just so like people can like guess which one is which. Like for example, like Lauren the Mighty and Stephen the Barbaric Warlock, I think, or something like that. Like, you know, like little hints of like which one's which. It's pretty much like in the storyline of Magic Mayhem 3, Mickey wants to prove to not only the Sid, but also the sorcerers of the past, who have created this wonderful, beautiful realm of Fantasia, that he has what it takes. He has what he can do to become the next big sorcerer, and that's how it's pretty much connected with me trying to be like the next really great toy box artist who wants to be one of the greats like Mighty Gias or Daddy 3, Pirate Steven, Sumerian, and CC Runner 524, Baron 89. Yeah, pretty much all you guys. I want to live up to like the best. Um, that it was definitely worthwhile, and like I really enjoyed the Toy Box Summit, and it was really fun putting the whole toy box together for Magic Mayhem 3, and it definitely is one of my favorite toy boxes I've ever made. So, alright, so thank you for tuning in for this tips and tricks video of mine, and I hope you get to see it in the future. See the next one in the future. All right, have a good day.